Please welcome SAG-AFTRA National Executive Director, Duncan Crabtree-Ireland.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And thank you, Courtney, and your colleagues at the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. Your dedication, service, and tireless efforts to support our members in need is so meaningful. And just watching that video, I honestly, it's very emotional. I'm sure it is for you all, too. I'm thrilled to be back at the legendary Shrine Auditorium for the 31st Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards. You know, this room holds only a tiny fraction of our 160,000 plus members, but it reflects the passion and dedication of each of them. And on their behalf, I congratulate our nominees. We're rooting for all of you, and I want you to know there will be no losers here tonight. Our nominations mean that your work made a difference in people's lives, and that's the real win. And I should know, this is the 24th time I've attended the SAG Awards, and I'm still stuck at 0 nominations, so I just hope my long game better pay off soon. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the ongoing recovery and rebuilding of our beautiful City of Angels and the real angels on the front lines during the horrific wildfires that took place just a few weeks ago. So we're deeply honored to have in our audience tonight a number of the firefighter heroes who protected Los Angeles, including CAL FIRE Union President Tim Edwards. Thank you, Tim, and thank you to the hundreds of firefighters who held back the flames and saved our city. On behalf of SAG-AFTRA and our members, as you can see, and our staff, I thank you all, firefighters, EMTs, police officers, and all first responders from LA and around the state, the country, and the world for your service and your protection. We know the physical and emotional toll of the Los Angeles wildfires is incalculable, and it affected all Angelinos in one way or another. I also ask you to join me in acknowledging your fellow SAG-AFTRA members, the brave broadcast journalists who reported from the front lines of the fires at great personal risk and kept us informed throughout the devastating tragedy. It's true, information is power, and the sacrifices journalists made helped us to protect ourselves, our families, and our neighbors. So here they are on behalf of our journalists: Joy Benedict, John Finoglio, Josh Haskell, Julio Ortiz, Darsha Phillips, and Haley Winslow. Tonight will be an amazing celebration of the finest acting work of the past year, and as always, this evening showcases our solidarity and community of our members, our union, and the industry. Now more than ever, it's imperative that we continue to show the rest of the world that we've got each other's backs and that all the pieces matter. I say this as we are still in a tough fight for a fair deal in our video game strike, which has been ongoing for over 6 months now, and it aims to protect actors from abusive uses of artificial intelligence. And speaking of abusive uses of AI, as I look out at our guests, I see some of the most deep-faked people in the world, and some of the most powerful advocates. I am filled with gratitude for those of you who have stepped forward with your union in urging our elected leaders to enact the federal No Fakes Act, which would finally give all Americans the right to control the use of their image, likeness, and voice, and give us a long-awaited tool to fight back against abusive deepfakes. And here's my ask. I ask the rest of you to step up and get involved in defense of your artistry, your human artistry, because what we do and what we say, our performances, they're at the core of our humanity, and our right to control that must be protected. So have the best of nights tonight, and congratulations again to all our nominees.